what I think we've got in here is we've got two different stories. And I'll show you the story that is what I think is the most recent one. And this relates to the travels of two brothers, Nefer-Dejeb and Nefer-Turu. And this story tells us about the fact that one of those brothers was bitten twice by a snake and died. Now within here we've got the cartouche for Lord Dejeb. We've got this section here seems to be a story about what actually took place. One of the glyphs a lot of people have used as proof that this is fake is this particular glyph here. And they say, look, it's a dog's bone in a square. Well, that actually is not that. It is actually legitimate. It means my lot. And the question here is this my lot? Because they complained in this wall about being stranded. Because they actually, the ships were tied down in the bay down there and they couldn't get back home. So they didn't expect to get back home at all. So a lot of this wall on this side and on the other side relates to basically the travels and obviously the tragedy that took place with these people who came to this place. But that's one part of the story. There's another part of the story which I believe is much older. And if I can refer maybe to this particular glyph here, which is one of many, one of the complaints made about this was that some of the cartouches, like these two here, should not be next to one another, and that this particular glyph here has been reversed. And the claim has been made, because David will talk about this and has spoken about it, that Sydney Uni did this. Now this one is actually reversed, there's no denying that. The head should be on this side, the foot should be on that side, and of course the funeral couch there should be reversed. Now we think that glyphs like this one and quite a few others, but not all, are actually from a much more ancient record that took place. And we suspect that record has been melded into the two brothers story. And I know that I've looked at the actual accounts and you can break them up and you'll find there's a whole section of this story that's been translated where in the middle of it there's no mention of funeral, no mention of names, no mention of place, and it becomes very esoteric. And we suspect that is a different story. And to that end, the clue for us are the UFOs, the UFO icons. Now there's one just beside here, there's one just here I can point out now, this particular one here, and it's one of quite a few. In fact, there are 8. But it seems to me like there are 2 different stories that are taking place there. Also, as we now know, up until about 20 years ago, the whole of these 2 walls were covered. And what we're standing on now is the actual ceiling as it collapsed.
this is the so-called pyramid with the shining eye. Even Jim used it for his new bestseller. So it means it is a very, very famous but also very, very old symbol. And this is the only existing really pyramid with the eye. It has exactly 13 steps, like the pyramid on the $1. And very strange, our exhibition where I showed this pyramid in original in Vienna, the opening was on 21st of June 2001, and this crop circle appeared in Eastfield in England on the 21st of June 2001. And the next circle, the pyramid with the eye, was showing on 21st of July 2002 in Beacon Hill. It's the pyramid with the eye and the 33 lines. 33, 7, 9, 13. Always in my research I find these numbers. The strange thing with this one and other artifacts found in Ecuador, that if you put black light on it, the eye shines really very, very strong. And the natural color is kind of light green and gray. And the most impressive for me was that on the bottom of the pyramid, you have here in gold inlays the Orion constellation and an unknown writing. This unknown writing we found on stones all over the world.